Chickens are a common occurrence in video games, and if I'm not going to rank them in a top 10, nobody will. And before you ask, no, this is not the big project I've been working on. It's just my birthday today, as in the day I'm filming this, not the day you're watching it. And I want to start a trend making silly videos on my birthday. Last year we did the top 10 frogs in gaming videos, so this year I thought it would be a good idea to do the top 10 chickens in gaming. Yeah. Maybe next year we'll do toads. For number 10, we are starting off strongly with one of the most iconic chickens in all of gaming, Zelda's cuckoos. Most people might be surprised that these aren't number 1, but you gotta stay on your toes when it comes to Tooterp videos. These chickens, aside from being iconic, are absolutely ruthless. Normally they lure you in by having one lone chicken sitting around looking like he'd be a good bite to eat, but as soon as Link gets a hunger pain and tries to make a meal, the army of backup is called in to attack Link and get their revenge. This is one of my favorite Easter eggs, if you want to call it that, in Zelda, and despite it being pretty well known, it never fails to make me laugh. These guys also appear in almost every single Zelda game, starting from A Link to the Past, and even making an appearance in Breath of the Wild. I'm sure they also make an appearance in Tears of the Kingdom, or as I like to call it, Breath of the Wild 2, but to be honest, I'm not 100% sure, and I don't just want to lie to you guys outright, so if you've played that game and you have been a victim to the chickens, let me know down in the comments. The main reason they're only number 10 though is because first of all, they are brutal. It's hard to avoid death when making the mistake of taunting the lone chicken, which I suppose is fair, but I think the game should allow you to kill at least one of the chickens for a health healing meal if you have the skills for it. I know this isn't Minecraft, but come on man, don't make me go through all that trouble dealing with those chickens just for a meeting with the Grim Reaper. Speaking of Minecraft, for number 9, we have the classic Minecraft chicken. You may assume these guys don't do much, but they're one of the most useful things in the entirety of the Minecraft world. Plus, they're cute, and that's a pretty important factor when it comes to Tooterp top 10s. Not only can you kill and eat these guys, unlike Zelda's chickens, but you can also farm them and steal their eggs, which can be used in a multitude of ways. You can make a cake with them, or better yet, throw them at people. Sometimes when you throw an egg, it can spawn even more chickens, which is something you'll never see me complain about. I once threw an egg at Tizzyq and 4 chickens were inside that thing. I'm glad I was able to free them because it must have been pretty cramped in there, but anyway, there is a controversy surrounding this chicken because some contrarians and instigators around the web consider these things to be ducks and not chickens, but that's a load of baloney. When you kill and cook these things, it literally says chicken. So, yeah. Number 8 features the first boss chicken of the list, being the chicken from Cuphead. Lots of people just think of this guy as a regular old bird because his first phase has him inside of a bird house, but guys, that's very stereotypical. You think a chicken can't own his own home? That's messed up. Plus, look at his head. That looks like a chicken head to me. And what would you call those little yellow baby birds if not chicks? Which by definition is a baby chicken. But the most crucial piece of evidence to prove this guy is a chicken is the fact that when defeated, he turns into almost a fully prepared Thanksgiving meal, which I guess now that I say that makes him seem like a turkey, but he's a chicken for goodness sakes, and I don't want to hear any arguing down there in the comment section. Don't make me come down there. I'll turn this whole video around and start talking about the worst turkeys in gaming if I have to. Anyway, I like this boss fight a lot. Cuphead in general is a great game, and throughout all of its mini bosses, this one I'd say is on the more memorable side, and I enjoy fighting this guy every single time. Plus, I just wanted to include a Cuphead boss on this list, like in the frog video, because I like that game and I don't get to talk about it nearly enough, so yeah, that's why this chicken, or Wally Warbles for long, is number 8 on the list. Number 7 may be the most controversial chicken in this list, which features in the hit video game The Sneak King. In this game, you play as the Burger King, and you sneakily deliver food like some kind of prehistoric door dasher. Now, this is the Burger King, and most of the icons are burgers, but I assume at least one of those people ordered a chicken sandwich or some chicken nuggets, and I'm pretty sure Burger King as a chain restaurant uses real chickens for that. Right? I don't think they use pink slime, do they? That's McDonald's. Well, regardless, the chicken sandwich, which may or may not even exist from the Sneak King, is number 7. Number 6 may actually be even more controversial than the last entry because I'm going with the chickens from Joust. Now, casual Joust players are probably just happy that this game is getting an inclusion in the video, but the real ones know that these things are actually more likely to be ostriches. And we obviously are not going to be including any ostriches in this list, which makes things a bit tricky here. Here's what I have to say about all that though. Despite knowing they're referred to as ostriches, I still call them chickens. Not only because they still kind of look like chickens, but also because it's funnier to imagine two people jousting on flying chickens. That would be legendary. And when you have to choose between history and legend, print the legend, which is what I'm doing here with number 6. With the first half of this list starting off so strongly, the second half is bound to be even more controversial somehow. But I'm no chicken. I'm not afraid to speak my mind no matter how foul. This is poultry in motion right here, folks. Number 5 may be controversial again simply because I placed it so high above the Minecraft chicken, but as you can see by the gameplay, we have the Stardew Valley chickens. This may come as a surprise to you, but I love Stardew Valley. I haven't played it in a while because I tend to go on multiple week-long binges and then proceed to not play the game for months, but this is an amazing game that I recommend you all try out if you've never heard of it somehow. I've even considered making a second channel just for Stardew Valley videos, or at least videos about Stardew Valley on this channel, but really there isn't anything I haven't considered, so well, except that one thing. Anyway, this game has chickens. Not only do these chickens give you a bunch of eggs, which can be used for both profits and recipes, but you can also get blue chickens. And I like the color blue, so blue chickens are just the best of both worlds as far as I'm concerned. Now, I'm pretty sure the only way to get blue chickens is to enable the extremely depressed and suicidal town alcoholic over and over by giving him a bunch more alcohol, and somehow that unlocks the ability to get blue chickens. Maybe they're blue from being sad to see you do such heinous acts. Honestly, I don't know. I haven't done this in any of my playthroughs of Stardew Valley because I am not a horrible human being, but my friend Katie did this just for those sweet blue chickens, so if you're watching this, Katie, shame on you. Though I am jealous of your blue chickens. They are nice. Number 4 features a chicken from the legendary franchise Sonic the Hedgehog. You may assume that I'm talking about one of the mini chickens that you save at the end of the level in the original Sonic games, but nope, I'm actually referring to the best Sonic character of all time, Scratch the Chicken. This guy is not only a great character and villain in the Sonic franchise, but he also predates the TV show Robot Chicken, which is an achievement in itself. This guy was featured in the cartoon, he was featured in Dr. Robotnik's Mean Beam Machine. I mean, this guy is one of the most accoladed Sonic characters of all time, and he did all of this while being a chicken. I just love this guy, and in my very poorly done video from a few years ago, I did officially declare him as the best Sonic character of all time, so there's no way he wasn't going to get a spot in this video. So congratulations, Scratch the Chicken. Not only are you the best Sonic character of all time, but you're also the 4th best chicken in video game history. For number 3, we have one of my personal favorite chickens of all time, being the Behemoth chicken. If you don't know who the Behemoth is, they're the company who develops tons of amazing games like Alien Hominid, Castle Crashers, Battle Block Theater, Pit People? I assume that game is good, but I haven't played that one. Anyway, their logo is a big fat chicken, and I like that guy. This is yet another controversy though, because as far as I'm aware, the actual Behemoth chicken is not in any of these games. Now, there are separate chickens in these games, but they don't compare to the literal behemoth in the logo of this prestigious game developer. Because of that, some of you guys may be upset and say this guy doesn't count since he's not technically in a video game, but I'd beg to differ. Well, I wouldn't really beg because I don't care all that much, I would just straight up differ. But this guy is literally in the intro to all of these games when they show their logo. And besides, this guy is awesome. So the Behemoth undoubtedly deserves the number 3 spot for the best video game chicken of all time. The number 2 spot is something my subscribers have all been waiting for, a chicken from the Mega Man series. The only question is which one. There are many chickens in the Mega Man franchise, from Burn Rooster to the Atomic Chickens to the Mega Man 5 chickens, to even the people who aren't subscribed to Tooterp, but they'll never be on any best of list. Any of these chickens could rightfully deserve a spot on this list, but I only want to include one chicken per franchise, meaning I'm going to have to pick my favorite chicken out of all of them. So it's not Burn Rooster. I know his name is funny and it could could be an innuendo for something inappropriate, but as far as chickens go, he's not that great. The Mega Man 5 chicken, on the other hand, is not only iconic and awesome, but he even has a speedrun strat dedicated to him called the chicken jump. If you couldn't tell, it's a very difficult maneuver where you jump over one of these specific chickens without getting hit. But as cool as these chickens are, I'm of course gonna have to go with the atomic chickens from Mega Man 2, which is fitting since this is the number 2 entry. Not only are these chickens very memorable and fun to dodge, but they're also very funny looking, and I like when things are funny looking, especially chickens. I mean, have you ever seen a chicken run in real life? That's one of the funniest things I've ever seen. Look at this video right here. Haha. That never gets old. While the atomic chicken doesn't capture the pure, unfiltered humor of a real-life running chicken, it does still look funny in its own unique way and never fails to make me smile. So the atomic chicken is very deserving of being the second best chicken in all of gaming history, especially since it's from the second Mega Man game in all of gaming history. For the number 1 best chicken of all time, we have the undisputed best, the GOAT of all chickens, the chicken who I knew was number 1 before I even made this list, the one and only Alfred Chicken. Alfred Chicken is just such a good guy. Not only is he cool, but he's also nice in real life. Once when I was short on some money buying a meal at the old McDonald's, Alfred Chicken was there and he lended me a $5 bill, and I was only short $2. Not only did he let me keep the change, but I was ordering chicken nuggets for goodness sakes, and he didn't even bat an eye. I love this chicken more than anything. The game is also fun too, I guess, but Alfred is the real star of the show here. If you've never heard of Alfred Chicken or you have never played this game, go and buy an NES and a copy of it right now and stop ruining your own life, because you need Alfred Chicken to grace your presence at least once in your lifetime to understand the true meaning of our crazy existence. Words cannot describe how great of a chicken this man is, so just trust me when I say Alfred Chicken is by far the best chicken of all time and video game history, and it's not even close. Well, those were the top 10 chickens in gaming. I hope you guys all enjoyed as always, and hopefully by this coming up Wednesday, my big project will finally be finished working on and you guys can see it, and the following Saturday, we'll be right back to your regularly scheduled Mega Man videos. Don't worry. I promise they're coming. And before you ask, the top 10 dragons video is still coming. That's not going to be a birthday video. That is a serious topic that requires intense and scrutinous research. It's not a joke. That video will show up soon. Believe me. I've been researching. That's also not the big project. I've made it obvious.